I don't know how I feel about this Abe Lincoln that I got going on here. Um, this is a question for the married women out there, in particular. That well, football. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna talk about basketball because football, you can't really see people with their helmets on, and you got to be in a stadium really, or in a sideline way far out to actually see. And I'm talking about like up close as you can be, which is basketball. So if you're outside in the park, in the gym, or on a court, or stadium, whatever. But for my, especially my loving basketball wives out there that are married, um, and I'll give y'all two perspectives: how I used to be and how I am now. Uh, so I've never been a crybaby or a whiner on the court. Um, there's a difference between being competitive and getting emotional because of the heat of the competition versus getting pushed down or fouled hard and just crying and being a little boy instead of a man. And I've always had a grown man's mentality from playing since a boy, but that's because I was playing with the bigger kids and the adults and stuff. And you toughen up real quick, usually. Now, if you're just a soft personality, if you're not built like that, that's fine. And if that's just that's just your nature, your personality, that's totally fine. I can respect that. Because if you act like that outside of playing and you act the same way when you play, well, then that's who you are. But particularly LeBron, um, he cries all the time. He flops. He whines. He's 6'9" physically, but he's like two, 2 feet tall and 50 pounds with the soft nature of a toddler that cries when you know he gets his shot blocked by his bigger brother or uncle or dad for the first time and he never gets over it. That's LeBron. I don't respect that in any player, but especially if you're talking about one of the all-time greats. You're going way, way down on my list just off of that. Forget the numbers, forget the accolades, forget all of that, forget the donks, forget all of that. I'm talking about man to man. Basketball is 5 on 5, man on man. It's just like boxing. It's my uncle Muhammad and Frazier or uh, um, Foreman or Liston, whoever. You gotta deal with who's in front of you, man to man. So what I'm saying is like unless you have help defense or a double team or whatever, um, you gotta guard the ball or shoot the ball based off of who's in front of you. And as a man, the man code is just like, you don't date your best friend's sister or talk to his mom or whatever the case may be. It's just a man code. Real men don't respect that. They don't tolerate that. They don't put up with that. They don't cohabitate with that. And once we identify it like the Terminator, once we scan that joint, it comes up as nonsense and foolishness, and we don't deal with it. We just remove ourselves. Look at this little boy. Ow, Joker. You playing a song? The song for Daddy? It's called Ouch, Ouch, Ouch. Come on now, Ouch, Ouch. Okay. Um. So my point is, if I was playing LeBron, if I didn't know him, and we just happened to play a pickup game, and he started doing that, he's getting cussed out. I'm gonna try to be as Christian as possible, but me being bipolar and stuff, and I'm a very, very intense player like KG. I'm like that. Um, I'm a lion. I'm a tiger. I'm a bear on that court. I'm a savage. But then when we get off the court, we play Mortal Kombat. I'll whoop you again, but I'm not gonna take it personal. But when I'm out on that court, everything's personal. So you block my shot, I'm gonna come back and block yours. Like one guy blocked my shot, and then I came back, and it was the greatest block I ever did. It was a chase down block, and I swatted it so hard that it bounced off the wall and went to the other end of the court, I believe. And the guy gave me props. He's like, "Dang, bro, you got me back." And so, in the greatest game I ever played, I was dating this cougar named Susan, and she's like one of the only times as an adult I had a chick watch me, except for one other time. And I played at Gold's Gym in Swanee, Georgia, and that's when me and my brother from the military uh, were living together. And he would go hit his weights, and I would get in the court, and we all knew each other. And there were some new people there. Well, she watched me, and I don't think I missed a shot, like at all. Like I scored almost all my team's points, like 30 out of 36 or whatever it was, or 28 out of 36 or something. And at the end of the game, the guy literally told me, he said, "Man, you were like Mike out there, like Mike Jordan, man. Couldn't nobody stop you." And I was hitting all types of like that layup or that up and under dunk that Kobe had, and he went up like that and came and dunked on the other side and fell down. That's how I did a layup, and I didn't normally do that. And I practiced as hard as Kobe does or did. Um, Rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi and the people that were lost in that accident. But um, I practiced all those types of shots, and usually I can be a little bit indecisive. That's why I can be inconsistent. But in this instance, I was just like not even. I was just doing it. I wasn't even thinking, and I was in the greatest zone I've ever been in. And to have somebody tell me as a diehard basketball fan since I was a little boy, as soon as I was a little like one or two, as soon as I could stand up and put a ball in my hand, I had that little tiny kid person hoop thing, the little Fisher Price thing. I think it was a white backboard, a blue post. The rim was orange, I think, and the net was white, and I think the bottom was like blue or something. I'm not good with all that kid stuff. I don't remember, but I had that little car thing. It was like a yellow top and a red bottom, and then the doors were, I think, white. I think, and then you do the little pedal thing. But anyway, I'm like never around kids, so it's like really, I'm not. I think as I don't associate with kids that aren't my family, or like if I'm out here, like I said, I see my neighbors or something, I'll say hi to the little babies and wave at them. Little kids at the stores, I'll talk to the mom and the dad and wave at them and have those little, cool interactions. But outside of that, my mind's always in adult mode, so I don't be remembering too well sometimes how that stuff used to go. But um, to get that's the highest compliment you can get, and I take that so personal because I wanted to be in the NBA, but because of circumstances being premature and not as big as I should be. Dang, look at that, y'all. Joker tore me up. Look at that. My boy tore me up. I wonder if y'all can see that. Yeah. But he's my baby. He can do everything. Yeah, I still got this mini pillowcase from my ex Tana. Y'all want to know why I got pictures of chicks I dated and just random stuff on my stuff? Because I'm too sick, y'all. I got too much going on. I focus on today. I don't worry about yesterday. You know. And I have thousands of pictures and videos everywhere, all over the place, and so I just don't be having. I literally don't think about it, and that ain't like people ain't seen me with them or that it didn't happen. Like I think y'all be thinking just because you delete something that it never happened. It's like, what are y'all talking about? Anyway, oh, you want some more food, Eno? You okay? Okay. You got good food? Did I get y'all waters? I got y'all waters. They turned the water off, and I tried to turn it on, and um, but anyway, um, let me restart this movie. The point is as a man, when you're challenged on the court, you have to respond. You have to uh, man up. And if you lose, you lose. You win, you win. Just like Debo and Craig and Friday. Debo couldn't take an L, and then he tried to go and murk old dude. But then Craig didn't want to be a real man. He wanted to pop off on him, and then so he finally did it the right way. And doing it the right way is accepting the challenge and not crying about it. That's what women do, in a sense, hyperbolically in different ways. But women are more, y'all are more cerebral and more tactical and more logical and rational and commonsensical. But men, it's like as soon as you say some wild stuff to a man, just like when you go in prison, the first sign of disrespect or a threat, you got to immediately react and not cry about it. And that's a kind of a bad analogy because I'm not condoning crime or nothing or promoting it. I'm just saying it's the principle. No matter where you're at as a man, when you're challenged on the court and in life, but in this instance on the court, you have to not cry about it and man up. And I have no respect for LeBron as a basketball player. As a human being, as a humanitarian, as a dad, he's golden. Total respect. Um, but on the court, nah, you get no respect from me. You're not getting no props for no good play. I'm not dapping you up. I'm not saying, hey, you hit the game winner if I'm on your. None of that. I don't even want to be on your team. You could pay me $1 million to play with LeBron for a video or something. I wouldn't do it. I'm dead serious. I got $4 in my bank account. That's how much I don't respect him on the court. When I say that's what no respect means. No respect. I don't want nothing to do with you on the court. Because you're not a man on the court. You're not a man. You act like a female. And I'm just saying, like when somebody says you're acting like a girl, and you're supposed to be like an older, teenager now, but you still act like a little girl. You acting like your sister. Why are you acting like your sister? But you say you're a man. You're saying you're one of the best. But the best never cried. And Larry Bird never gave up. No matter what. Mike never gave up. Isaiah Thomas never gave up. Magic never gave up. Magic got sick. That's the only reason he had to stop. He didn't give up. He was forced to stop. But LeBron just be stopping just because he don't play defense. Tim Duncan never took a day off on defense. The defensive anchor for almost 19 years on our Spurs. 19 years of, and he's got one of the highest defensive ring shares, and like he's like top 5, I think. So think about that. Never took a night off on defense. Think about like if you're the number one salesperson at your job for 19 years straight and nobody even comes close. And you don't take no days off. You just getting it. But it's better and better. More, just as consistent as last year. That's the type of person you want on your team. That's the type of person you can build your franchise around, and look what happened. We lost to the Heat in 2013 in the most tragic way possible ever in any sport. Even worse than the Patriots and the Falcons, because you got 52 guys on a football team, or whatever it is. You have 12 to 16 or so. I think it's 15. I think 16 and 17 are like injured reserves or whatever, but I got a piece. I got to hurry up. But the point is, you have a lot less options on the basketball court, and when things get tightened up intensity wise and effort wise in the playoffs, um, that separates the boys from the men. And unfortunately, it's the inner rota for LeBron, and he never went from a boy to a man. He's still a boy. And I would talk to him just like this if I was in front of him. But see, he don't want to be around people like me because he's a narcissist and he's been coddled his whole life, and nobody's ever told him no. And the only form of no he knows is when he loses a championship. And then unlike Timmy, we came back. Timmy said, "I'm glad it's them. We're gonna get it done," and that's what he did. He didn't cry. We got better. Like Mr. Keep It Simple says on YouTube. Go check him out. He says, "Don't get better, get better." That's it, man. So, ladies, what I want to ask y'all is, would you want to date a prima donna, crybaby, show off guy that only gets turned up and is happy and talks mess after he wins? And he's usually deferring to other people to help him win and takes all the credit for it like LeBron does? So I'm talking about like when you before you met your husband, as when you were like a young girl, like 8, 9, 10, or if y'all was neighbors or something and y'all met then, or if it was high school or college or yesterday, whatever. Oh, look at the babies. See, I never see my neighbors. I've never seen these people before. Um, I love the kids. I love the animals. They're awesome. God bless all the kids. God bless all the animals. Take care of the animals and the kids, y'all. But and also I never got to see any of my cousins born because I was gone half my life in Georgia. So uh, that's a long story, but uh, so it's like I live vicariously through other people. So that's why I get happy when I see the youngins out there, the little babies, because it's like I didn't get to see my own family, and I always end up like interacting with other people's families and um, like going to their Thanksgivings or Christmases and seeing their family, like the little ones and the animals, and so that's just kind of how my life spends. But I'm trying to get back to be with my own family. It's just hard because we all got stuff going on. Um, is this Mama? That's my dad. I don't know who that is? That's my dad. That's Mama. Mama, why you so 80s hair is styly? Um, it's my brother that got murked. I look just like my brother, don't I, y'all? Only difference is he's a little bit darker than me. Look at our mustache. Look at that. That's his mama. Stay out of gangs, y'all. Stay out of crime. Don't do violence. Talking to the men. Talking about myself. I could be a felon right now if I got convicted of the 5 years from dealing with dude that put his that assaulted and beat up and assaulted me and my girlfriend, but primarily my girlfriend. I don't care if somebody does something to me. Don't mess with my woman, my cats, or say something about my mama. I mean, obviously all my other family and friends too, but especially my cats, my mama, and my woman. That's just the three things you don't mess with. Um, so what I'm saying, ladies, is this: I'm talking to married women, not the singles, the married women that found a husband on the court. Were you attracted to the guy that was handling his business like a man and not crying, and you were like, oh yeah, I like that. Let me go talk to him. Or, I know some of y'all did. It's okay. Or were you attracted to the LeBron prima donna, crybaby, whiner, conceited, cocky person? And especially if it was a light skin. Oh gosh. If it was a light skinned like myself, mixed like myself, whatever. Or if you want to say attractive or however you, not me, but I'm talking about your husband. Which side were you on? Did you like the more effeminate, more soft, more Kleenex, angel soft, Charmin, tissue, cupcake person? Is that your husband? Or do you got the the OG that didn't cry since day one. That's been a grown man since he was a little boy. Just leave a comment. Just let me know like if you like um, the crybaby guy or the manly guy that didn't cry. Just leave a comment, one of those. I just want to know because all I'm saying is I don't think most women want to be with a man that's soft. I think they want to be with a man that's hard. Pause. I'm not talking about that way. I'm talking about mentality, competition. God is good. God is great. God bless us all. Keep us safe. I'm out. You got anything you want to say, Harley? Clean it up. How about you, Joker? Oh, baby. Okay. All right, y'all. We out here, man.